wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Hi guys, you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Promise AK, and on this channel we help professionals navigate through data sciences, machine learning, artificial intelligence, or any other technological advancement that might come up in the future. To my returning subscribers, thank you so much. Thanks for the support. It's always good to have you here. To the new members here, if this is your first time clicking on this video, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Do have to go through the previous videos so you understand what this channel is about and get to know me better. Also click on the subscribe button and on the notification bell so that you're updated whenever I post a new video. On this channel we'll talk about data sciences, machine learning, but on this video we're going to talk about something totally different. You can see from my background and my outfit is Christmas. Christmas is just a few days away, so this is me wishing you Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. So in this video I'll be telling you about some of those routines I do at the end of the year. It's Christmas season, and not only is it Christmas, it's also the end of the year. So after eating all the food, like, I look forward to Christmas a lot. I look forward to the food and everything, but aside the food, it's also a time to plan for the coming year, because the end of a thing is as important as the beginning, because this end the year, as the year ends, is ushering a new year. So it's very necessary to sit back and review your year so that you know what worked for you and know how to plan better for the year. So at the end of the year, definitely I'm grateful to God for another end of year, but I also sit back to reflect. It's a time to reflect on the year and review my year to see how my year has been and look for the areas where I need to improve. So in reviewing my year, I break down my life into 4 different categories. So I break it down to spirituality, my spiritual life, my relationship with friends, family, colleagues, neighbors, people generally around me. Talk about career. If you know me very well, you know I'm a career person. I'm career focused, so I definitely review my career life, and finally review my personal life. So personal life is every other thing, encompasses every other thing. So finances, health, looks, well-being, every other thing that has not been categorized under any of the categories. Yeah, in reviewing these 4 different categories, I look at what are my key achievements for that year. So what relationship wise, what are my key achievements? Have I made new relationships? Have I made strategic and significant relationships? My existing relationships, which have I improved on? Have I hit any milestone with any of them? Also spirituality, my spiritual life, where am I with God? Have I met any new achievement? Did I achieve any new thing, or what, like, any significant achievement for that year? Also career wise, my job, how have I made any significant achievements? So I just write this down under these 4 different categories. And also personal life, my health, my finances, what are those key achievements? I write them down. I also go down to the next something would be, what are the mistakes I've made across these different categories? May not necessarily be mistakes, could be what could you have done better, what are the lessons you've learned, and how could, so if you're faced with similar circumstances or situation in the coming year, how would you react differently to give better outcome? Yeah. Then I go to what are the areas of growth, where am I growing across the different areas. So don't confuse achievement for growth. So there are some areas in your life where you could be growing, but you've not made any significant achievement. So it's good to review areas of growth. So while reviewing your growth, you should also review what are the strategies that are working for you and what are those that are not working. So you know, okay, what strategy is working for me, which is not working, why is this working and why is this not working? If it's something you can improve on, the strategy not working, you improve on it, or better still, you could discard it. And also even the strategies that are working for you, at what rate, what's the speed of growth? How is it working? Do you need to put in more effort? Do you need to have more patience? Do you need to put in more consistency? Just look, okay, how can I improve the areas that are working? Then the next thing is to, okay, you have looked at your achievements, you've looked at your mistakes and your lessons learned, you've looked at the areas where you need to grow. Then you start planning for the coming year. Every year should have set goals. So spiritually, what is your goal for this coming year? Your relationships wise, what are your goals? Your career, what are your goals? I remember in 2020 going to 2021, my goal for that year, my career goal for that year was to become an expert in data sciences and machine learning, and not only becoming an expert, applying these to specific energy related problem to geosciences itself. I have my background in geosciences, so I wanted to apply these data sciences to specific energy related problems. So also personal life, what are your goals? So set goals. Every year should have specific goals. So after setting those specific goals, the next thing you want to start looking at, how do I achieve these goals? What are the things? When do I need to learn skills? Do I need finances? Do I need more money? Do I need people? Do I need to leverage on my relationships? So you start strategizing. Like when I wanted to go into data science, I knew that, okay, I needed to learn how to program. At that time, I didn't even know how to write a Python script. I didn't even know how to program for anything. So I knew that, okay, for you to achieve this, you needed to learn this. So, and how do you learn this? So just start putting those things together. So as the year is beginning, you are kicking off with your goal. Also personally, what are those goals? Then you also know how will these goals be measured, because it's one thing to set goals. So how would you know you've been able to achieve your goals? So you should be able to put timelines and how to achieve your goals, the metrics in which these goals will be evaluated. You don't want to wait till the end of the year before you discover that the year your goals are not achievable, or your strategies are not working. So you should be able to put in metrics so you could check in from time to time to ensure that you are meeting your goals, or you're on the way to achieving your goals. And also one way to also help achieve your goals is to get accountability partners. Sometimes it's good to be accountable to people. It could be your friends, it could be a family member, it could be a colleague at work. So it's good to have some accountability partner, people that are responsible for watching your goals. Like for me, at the beginning of the year, I wanted to learn how to drive. Up to now, I don't even know how to do anything. So I want you guys to be my accountability partner for driving. So feel free to send me a message. Promise, you said at the beginning of the year you wanted to learn how to drive. How far have you gone with that? So, and if you have tips to help me, please put it in the comment section. I'll be there listening to you. So I want you to be my accountability partner. Reach out to me and ask questions. Okay, how are you doing today? I'm able to put myself in check. So finally, under goal setting, you want to get journals, want to be able to journal. This is something I want to incorporate in the coming year. Some years back, I used to journal, but I lost the flair for journaling when I misplaced my journal, like the book I was journaling with. I just love the flair, but I recently discovered this Google Keep. So that's my strategy to kind of combat what happened before. So write down, like having the Google Keep on your phone. You could have different apps, but I prefer my Google Keep because it saves it to the web. So even if I lose my phone or lose my device, as long as I'm able to access the web, I'm able to get back those notes. So journaling helps a lot. It helps you keep track of progress. It helps you study patterns in your life, and in the course of the year know what's working, what's not working. You could also use it at the end of the year to also do your end of year review. It also, as humans, we tend to have inferiority complex. So you feel like I'm not doing anything, I'm not doing enough. But if you journal, if you make it could be daily, it could be weekly, monthly, depends on what works for you. You're able to keep track. It's okay, definitely I'm progressing. This was where I was at this point, this is where I am. So it also helps you to know what's working and what's not working. So you could go back, oh, this month this worked for me, and these are the strategies I adopted. So you could be consistent with that. That helps. In summary, what I talked about today is I talked about reviewing my year, how I divide them into 4 categories: spirituality, relationship, career, personal life. And under these categories, I look at my achievements for the year. I look at the areas where I made mistakes or things I could have done better and lessons learned. I look at area of growth. So growth, to know what's working for you and what's not working, and why they're not working or why they're working, and how to improve on that. Then I start planning for the year. In planning, you have to set goals for that year across these different categories, understand how to achieve those goals, set measures, how you measure your goals, to know how you are going with the goal. Also, we talked about accountability partner, and finally, we talked about journaling. After all this, the another thing I do is prayers. I'm a Christian and I take prayers very seriously. So at the end of the year, I take the last 3 days of the end of the year to pray and fast, to commit my goals into God's hands. And the Bible says, "Before I formed you, I knew you." So, and it also says, the children of Issachar understood times and seasons. They knew what Israel ought to be doing at every particular time. So God already knows, like He sees the end from the beginning. So He already knows what the year holds. And if you know that, if nothing, COVID has taught us that anything can change at any particular time. So it's good to better position yourself for what's coming, and you wouldn't know except you communicate with God, because He already knows how the year is going to be. So you also know, you want your goals to be aligned with His purpose for your life that year. So I try to kind of still go back to God and say, these are the goals I want to achieve, and are they in line with your plans? And most times review and ensure that I'm in tune with His plan for my life that coming year. I hope you've enjoyed everything we talked about. I would like to hear from you. What are those routines or end of year rituals you do normally? I want to learn also and incorporate to what I'm doing. If you're already doing any of this, also put it in the comment section and let me know which of these you'll be adopting in the coming year. Thank you so much for sticking with me. It's been 4 months since we started this channel, and I've seen your support. And next year I have lots of things lined up for you. So this video will be the last for this year, so I'm going to close out with this video for this year. I would like to hear your review also. What's your review of the channel so far, and what are your expectations for the coming year? Because I already have a lineup of content, so I also want that to be in line with what you want, so that we're able to help ourselves and kind of meet your needs. So I want to know what's your expectations from this channel in the coming year. So thank you so much for sticking around. So next year, just sit back and get ready, because we go harder and we grow better. Thank you. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from me. Thank you. A Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Glad tidings we bring to you and your friends. Glad tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year.